Okay, I'm going to do one more example of our formal method for using long division. This is kind of the pinnacle probably of challenging calculations that you're going to face, is a question like this where it's a large long division question. The answer to this as well will give you remainders, so it's important that we know how to deal with those. So, as with any of our division calculations that we've done where we're dividing by 2 digits, the first most important thing really is that we're going to write down our 65 times table. That's going to be really key, and that's going to help us solve this, and that's actually going to make it so much more straightforward for us. So I'm going to pop our 65 times table down here for us. If you're going to work out your 65 times table, again, you can add 60, add 5 each time, so add 60, add 5, add 60, add 5, or you can do your 60s and your 5s and combine them. Okay, however you find it easier to work them out, you work them out, but this is really important that we've got razor sharp mental math skills for this. Okay, we need to be able to accurately, efficiently create any unknown multiplication table. Okay, so if I do my 65 times tables down here, it's going to be 65, and then if I do the add 60 add 5, 65 add 60 is 125, add 5 gets me to 130, add 60, 190, add 5, 195. Okay, and that's going to go on and on and on as we go through our times table. I don't need to go higher than my 9s, that's where I'm going to finish with these. Okay, so I'm going to go 325, I'm going to go 390, I'm going to go 455, I'm going to go 520, and then I'm going to go 585. Large times table, but we can work it out with those mental math skills. Okay, now I have that, I've got everything that I need to be able to solve this equation. This is my calculation, this is my equation, this is my problem that I'm faced with, and now I need to put it into my method. I'm going to have my 8,625. I'm going to pop that into my division method. Okay. Now I need to work through it. We're going to work from the most significant to the least significant digits bit by bit and work out what we've got. How many 65s can I make from 8? Well, none. So now I'm considering the first two numbers. How many 65s can I make from 86? Well, let's have a look down here. Here's one group of 65. Now two groups of 65 gets me to 130, which is far too high. So actually the answer here is 1. I can make one group of 65 from 86. I'm then going to take that 65 and I'm going to drop that down underneath here, and that's going to help me work out the remainder. I could do the remainder mentally, but the reason I write it down underneath is because as I'm dealing with larger numbers, it's just ensuring that I'm not going to make any silly mistakes with this. So I'm going to do 6 subtract 5 is going to give me 1, I'm going to do 8 10 subtract 6 10 is going to give me 2. So I've got 21, and obviously I can't make any groups of 65 from that. What I'm going to do now though is I'm going to pull down my next digit. Only 1. I'm going to leave 5 up here for now. I've got 212. Now I need to know how many groups of 65 I can make from 212. So let's have a look at that. I can make 1, I can make 2, I can make 3, but 4 groups of 65 is far too high again. It takes me to 260. I've only got 212. So I can't make 4, but I can make 3 groups. So my 3 comes up to here on the top. 3 groups of 65 makes 195. So now I need to bring that 195 down here. And I need to subtract that from the 212, and that will tell me my remainder. So I'm going to do 2 subtract 5, which I can't do. I can't take away 5 from 2. So I'm going to exchange here very quickly. I'm going to have 12 subtract 5 gives me 7. Then I've got 0 subtract 9, which I can't do. So I'm going to exchange here. And I'm going to have 10 subtract 9 gives me that there. And then I have 1 subtract 1, which is going to give me 0 here. Now I have 17. 17 was my remainder between 195, which was 3 lots of 65, and 212, which is what I was left after the first round. So I have 17 here, but what I'm now going to do is I'm going to pull down my 5. all the way down, further than that, all the way down to here. So now I have 175, and I need to work out how many groups of 65 I can make in 175. So if I come here, I can make one group, I can make two groups, but three groups is my 195 again, which is more than my 175. So I can't make three groups, I can only make two groups. 132 here now. I can make two groups because two lots of 65 is 130. So I'm going to pull that 130 down to here. I'm going to subtract it from my 175. I'm going to work out what my remainder is. 5 subtract 0 is 5. 7 tens subtract 3 tens is 4 tens. And then 100 subtract 100 is 0. That gives me my what's left here. Now I can't make any groups of 65 from that, so that means that my 45 here becomes my remainder. And that seems like a large remainder, and it is, but that's fine. It's less than my divisor, which means that it can be a remainder. So your answer can be 132, remainder 45. You could write that as a fraction by having 132 and 45 65ths, okay, which we could also simplify as well if we wanted to. Both of those will divide by 5, and so then you can simplify that remainder down and you can get yourself your answer from that. Okay, and if I divided both of those sides by 5, what I'm going to wind up with is 9/13. Okay, so 45 divided by 5 is 9, 65 divided by 5 is 13, which means that my answer is also 132 and 9/13. Okay? They are all the same. You get the mark, or you get 2 marks for these, however you write them. That is correct. That is correct. And that is correct. Okay? So if getting to there is enough for you, that's absolutely fine. If you want to put it as a fraction and simplify it, please do. But if you are doing that stage, just be careful that you are accurate with what you are doing. Hopefully that helps, and hopefully it takes away a bit of the fear around scary long division.